probably gonna crash.
You do see the other helicopters like above you as they're like kind of moving through the fog. That they're still getting fucked up by pterodactyls. One of them is completely on fire, and
looking through the gunner sights, I don't see any more pterodactyls coming at us.
not coming at you, no.
Okay. Could I attempt to jack into the helicopter systems and just give the pilot a hand? Anything to do to help him out, like with controls?
Sure. Yes, actually, it's gonna be a little easier for you actually because of your implant.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad. Rolled a 14.
Okay. You partially like go blind in one eye for a second as you're like connecting, and instead of seeing what's in front of you, you kind of get like a number readout and like a code readout, and you're getting like calculations of the rendezvous point and how far you are from it and what you can do to pull how many G's to land closer or not pull as many G's and land a little further away.
Okay.
Do you want to try to push it to get closer and take on more G's, which is obviously more dangerous, or do you want a safer landing a bit further from the rendezvous?
I don't really have a choice. I try to get closer and push the G's.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Sorry.
This is the crew you're working with.
This is who you got.
Because of how the propellers are damaged, and your attempt to bring you as close as possible, you just shut off power to the front propeller, and you focus it into the rear one, which makes the helicopter kind of like spin abruptly in the opposite direction. I need everyone to roll me some kind of fortitude, because this is queasy making stuff.
I'll try to yell, everyone hold on, but...
If you have high vitality, does this help?
Yeah.
I rolled a 20. I still vomit, but I rolled 20.
You vomit by choice.
You vomit by choice.
I got a 7, but I'm not sure how much having max vitality, not the super max, but the regular max is.
You puke in your mouth, but it doesn't pour out.
Gotcha.
I got an 11.
All right, yeah, Anna, you're good. You're able to kind of like stifle it. Doesn't feel good. You all kind of go pale, except Chronic apparently, who gets, for a quick second, his skin looks slightly healthier.
I rolled a 4.
I got a 14.
Yeah, it's just, you're just getting fucking thrown with this helicopter. I feel bad for this robot.
I definitely lost a leg at this point. Like, just from all the damage, like something broke.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
One of them kind of just like gets embedded in a steel piece as you're thrown around and then snaps off. And you're crashing. Crow, it is your turn.
Are there any parachutes on board?
Yes. You all have, like, under your seats, there's a bug-out bag with a parachute, food, and, you know, survival gear.
I will tell everyone to throw on their parachutes, and I will stand by the bay door and ready in action.
All right.
Okay. Is everyone going to try to do that to the best of their ability?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to scene 2.
You're gonna like take out the rendezvous point.
That's the idea.
Sucks
We
to be
made
them.
it.
Your pilot falls unconscious and goes limp. Thankfully, Osprey is doing his best to control the helicopter. As it's kind of like falling in style, you see the helicopter that was completely on fire is just kind of dips out of the fog and crashes. Another jets ahead of them as fast as it can, and you just see it disappear. It goes over towards the light source in Solaris, and then you see it you can't see anymore. It's just too bright. But you all see the sky turn a shade of red, really, really like angry red for a quick second. And everyone roll me some kind of perception. If you get above a 13, let me know.
11.
Out of 16.
15.
Jesus Christ.
Chronic and Osprey, I think you're the only ones that got above a 13.
Yep.
Alrighty. The two of you see the light source, and you see this like hunk of stone or metal falling from the sky. There's actually a few trailing behind it. Looks like a meteor. One of the chunkier pieces smashes into one of the other helicopters, the one that was furthest from you in the diamond, and it obliterates it. It explodes. You see a cloud of red. You see the cloud of smoke. You see a ball of fire, and then it's just gone. You don't know who was on that helicopter, but they are probably not in this world anymore.
I immediately call Reggie to make sure he's good, because I know he was with Torque, and Torque's important.
You are unable to connect.
No!
Foremost copter bellows smoke as it hurtles into the ground, disappearing into the tree canopy. You hear one of the helicopters say, "We're going to give you suppressive fire. Get out of..." And that's when everything explodes. It gets hit with meteorites.
Nope. Unfortunately.
The rapid descent. The shuttle jostles as the copter quickly loses altitude, hurtling towards the ground below. It seems like it's lurching, and then it kind of...
He just
Zach
cut out for a bit.
Zach froze.
Oh
Sorry, perfect position. Like,
You're frozen, G.
uh-oh.
I wonder if he realizes he's frozen.
This is the worst timeline.
This is the worst
I
time.
realize.
Suspense is real.
Would he have realized that he's frozen?
I'm gonna
Probably
send a
not.
message.
I don't know.
No, we
I'll-
all. If he's paying attention to us, he will. I think we all freeze as well, or at least
Yeah.
him.
I think he just dropped off.
He's probably gonna have to share a link again.
Speak of the devil. Nope.
Can he hop into his own hosted chat if he's left it? I don't know how Zoom works.
They're not currently the host anyway.
Oh, okay.
Who is the host?
Gabby is.
Is Gabby here?
Yes.
Gabby didn't even say hi.
Hi, Gabby.
My feelings.
Hi, Gabby.
Oh yeah, they're completely muted.
Not even be here.
Can I just say I miss you guys?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you too.
You're not allowed.
Oh, wow.
But yes.
I need more blessing in my life.
Yeah. It's sad. These few events were gonna be really cool for me, especially.
Dude, yeah.
You still have to have that conversation.
Yeah, we do.
Actually, yeah, Cowboy, because I think the next couple events have been, I'm supposed to get access to some stuff that I was going to bring you into.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Oh dear. I want to say it, but I'm not.
No.
I'm excited because I have a thing that I really want to do, and I can't. And the dinosaurs need to stay around for as long as possible.
Yeah, due to this, we might have season 4.5. 3.5? 3.5. I can do
3.5.
math.
Hey, 3.5 was one of the best editions, all right?
Oh my god, but there's gonna be a spin-off that becomes way more popular, and then it's gonna split the hobby, and then they're gonna recombine. It's gonna be a big mess.
And then season 4 is going to be garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
But let me tell you, season 5 is going to be like a whole renaissance for the game.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great.
Blessing
you know what?
season 5, beach day.
Oh shit.
Blessing Pathfinder.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
Blessing 3.75.
Oh, technician.
You're back.
Hello.
There we go.
It says connecting to audio.
Oh, no gang signs. My bad. we don't have the internet music, but you know what? We can still rock it.
Or the caramel dancing or something.
Ooh, we should recommend that.
Is that not one of them?
I mean,
it should be.
It's not, but it should be.
That with like flashing rainbow lights is the epitome of what the internet is.
I think we should just go real old school and bring back the Numa Numa song.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
That's fair.
Okay.
More sandstorm.
All right.
Hmm.
24 hours of sandstorm on repeat, no stop.
Isn't that the only way to listen to it?
24 hours.
Yeah. Or at least a 10-hour version, and then you put that on repeat.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh God,
Sorry.
Clint's ascending.
Oh. I'm fucking with the flashlight.
I can descend.
I'm,
No, Osprey, don't go to the void.
Who am I?
I'm
Mole person?
putting up some new backgrounds for you to use.
No.
There's
gotta
one of
be-
these that's like a strobe light. That's the one I want to. There it is.
I tried getting some GIFs so you could have moving backgrounds, but it won't let me.
Oh, that's stupid.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Which
I
one
don't
are you
think this is
using?
the right one.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go pee real quick, so you can put some different backgrounds. Alex, you do you.
Right.
Oh, the other Alex.
Ah, here we
Yeah.
go.
man.
That's
Wow. Wow, this is amazing.
VictoryTunes.com. I love that watermark.
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
We all, are knocked out. We wake up from the helicopter ride.
Yep.
Every time.
Oh,
Well done.
No.
All right. Just looking at this lush jungle forest is making me want to take this coat off. It's mostly the coat.
Oh, there's other ones. I didn't
There's
see
other
other
ones?
ones.
Yeah, there's
Oh, there's
color in the
realish.
cartoon, and I'm confused.
Oh, well, I don't have a choice. I have to pick the cartoon.
Life is just a simulation. We're in a cartoon.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to shut this thing off. We're no longer connected to a dead helicopter. Rip. Ripperoni.
We're just in a Benedictus cupcake cartoon.
I'm down for that. I'm just saying.
Oh God, my background is horrifying.
Oh, jeez.
Only my eyes.
Oh, no.
Weird robot though.
That is my favorite.
Oh. I think I'm gonna leave it just because it's fucking crazy.
Every once in a while, you
That's what the
fade
robot
into
looks like.
existence as horror.
Yeah, maybe he has active camo.
I don't like it.
Broken active camo.
Yeah, like really broken and like obvious. Oh, when I put my hand up, it makes me more. Oh God.
Oh, so the active camo turns him into the surrounding, but turns the surrounding into like an apartment.
Yes.
He like projects. That's so stupid.
It's got a generation field.
Yeah.
I really want to see this robot come into existence.
Yeah. Pretty
has
tough
it.
costuming, dude.
For that brace for impact roll, did anyone get above a 15?
Yeah,
Osprey, you did?
yeah. I got a 14. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me check.
That's the one I got a 5 for, right? Where I broke my leg.
I have a 13.
This is for like just before I lost connection.
Oh, I
Oh,
got
we
a
didn't
natural
hear that.
20.
I got a 4.
All right.
That's a big change.
Physics actually makes sense that you're the only one that doesn't fall unconscious because you're a robot.
Yeah.
The helicopter hits the ground hard, and even though you're able to keep conscious essentially,
Did we not use the parachutes?
That's a good point. You did actually do that. Helicopter still lands hard. You are able to land beside it safely. None of you are injured. However, just because of how fast you were moving, it wasn't really possible to completely slow your descent.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
definitely not
supposed to
going
use them at a certain height, so if you deploy them too late, you
Oh, yeah,
still
it's
hit
gonna
the ground
hurt.
harder than you want.
Yep.
Zizix, you look around you and you see your helicopter was essentially like torn in half when it landed. There's one of the propellers is just like jammed into the ground, partially on fire. The other, you can see a few of your crew members landed beside it or rode it out. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to say, Clint, you held on inside, and Zizix. You can see Clint inside, looking unconscious. Looking unconscious.
Oh, yeah, hang on. I got you.
Okay, is he the only person I can see right now?
You can see everyone, and
Okay.
everyone is coming too.
Okay.
So, the helicopter landed hard. Most of the crew, aside from you all, either dying in the crash or the fight up in the skies. A fire and thick smoke bellow from the engine. You can hear and see partially that you're about 30 or 40 feet from a river. The forest around you is dense, humid, thick air, exhausting simply to stand in. There's a steady buddy of flying bugs. Steady buzzing of flying bugs, rather. And they're starting to fly around you all. They bite. Everyone that's not a robot, roll me some dice.
I don't like it.
11.
15.
Big ol' 1.
13.
Osprey, you're all right. What did you get, Anna?
11.
You're all right? Oof. Sorry,
18.
bro. Chronic, you're okay. They bite you, and then, like, you see one of them bites you and shrivels up and just falls to the ground.
I made a mistake.
King Crow, when one of these bugs bites into you, it immediately your skin starts to develop a rash. It gets super itchy. The spot that was bitten is getting hard to the touch. Sending antihistamines there.
It might be too late now, but I was gonna ask if this thing is like a big, scary-looking thing. Could I parry it?
Yeah, you can roll. Yeah, roll me a parry.
Cool. That's a 17 on a die.
Okay. It gets its proboscis into your arm, and you're just like, fuck that, and you kind of just like smack it away. It itches, but it's not as horrible as I explained a few moments ago.
Sure. I will mark off that I used one of my parries.
Parry this.
We're going to treat skills like long rests and stuff. If you have a short rest, you can restore one skill.
Cool. All right.
Dope.
They're continuing to fly around. This isn't fun. You already gave me your fortitude rolls. If anyone wants to try to assess the situation, actually, Scene 3's title is assessing the situation. Roll me some look around skills.
I use my ear balls.
But, you know, I am a scavenger, so maybe I can find something.
At 12.
Scavengers can roll with an advantage.
7.
Sweet.
15.
I will take the 17.
Alrighty. In that case, the 17 actually pushes you into the good finds.
I find a flower. I rolled a 3.
It's a nice flower, though.
I mean, Alex, you turn flowers into drugs.
You're able to find a decent amount of intact gear. Specifically, you're able to find 2 flotation devices that can pretty much function as rafts for your group.
Nice.
Who got the 17? Was it Crow?
Yep.
Crow, you find, as you're searching, you hear boop, boop, and you find an intact sensor on the craft that you're able to take with you. Every so often on the blips, you see like your group, but you'll see that there's something surrounding you. Although when you look out into the forest, it's hard to see. You catch a glimpse of eyes catching light, and you see some movement kind of swinging through the trees. But you have a sensor.
I want to like tick right over to that and like oogle it with my eyeballs.
All right. You want to try to further study it? You can roll me a d20.
I'm terrified
definitely.
that a robot has human eyeballs.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, no.
All robot except for the eyes.
What'd you get, Zizix?
15.
Yes. You fiddle around with it as Crow's like checking it out, and Similarly to how Osprey was able to tap into the helicopter's readout, you're able to assess where you are from the rendezvous point. And you're not too far. You got pretty close. You're maybe 3 miles away, depending on how fast the water's going. You could get there within an hour or so.
Mhm.
If you choose to take the
Downriver.
Yeah. If you choose to take the water, you could try to go through the forest. However, in your assessment, it is super dense, and as you, who wants to be the brave one that goes to approach and try to find a path?
Me.
All right.
Idiot.
Osprey, as you go to check the area for a path out of here, you're immediately met with something throwing rocks and mud out of the forest at you. They don't want you entering the woods.
I shoot them.
Right? You fire in the direction.
I just put a couple shots into the woods, pell-mell.
All right. Let me see how this is. Can you folks hear me?
Better, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play without headphones for a little while, and then when I need to put other music on, I'll do that. Just because they hurt my ears after a bit. Roll me with disadvantage. You don't see where it's coming from. You just see stuff getting thrown out at you.
Okay. 11.
Okay. There you hear a, and then there's a shudder, and then a bunch of rocks just start getting thrown in your area.
There's a fuck you and blam blam, and then oh shit.
Yeah. Osprey's just getting pelted with stones as the rest of you are gathering your supplies. And
Well, shit, that seems familiar.
Osprey, you fucking idiot.
Why do you always get yourself into trouble?
Trying to make friends.
While you don't really find a path that's safe, you do pretty much figure out that the forest is not your best bet to get to the rendezvous point.
Gonna end up a lot like that time we tried to friend, who was it, Blue?
Hey, Blue's sweet. Just hungry.
Blue's
Yeah,
very sweet.
I bet you these things are sweet, but hungry.
And it was red. It was red.
Red? Was it red?
It was red. Red was the good one.
I was gonna say.
All right, well, I got this here sensor thing, and I think we're supposed to go about 3 miles this way.
All right, let's go. Who's going to blow on these flotation devices to make them bigger?
I mean, you're the one that's always full of hot air. You might as well.
I mean,
Also, that way we can float above the trees and get over there.
Cowboy's the
easier.
best at blowing.
yeah, I was about to say, blowing's kind of my skill.
All right, Cowboy, blow with advantage.
Gene.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're all impressed. Even the robot that doesn't feel impressed.
Yeah, I rev my exhaust fan, and I'm I could have done that in my little robot head.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
You're not
That's
too
some
Turn
confident.
the
impressive
robot
blowing.
on.
You're not too confident that you could have been faster, despite having the technological advantage.
You know, I never thought I'd be so impressed by someone blowing something, but holy hot damn.
Never seen that
But
before.
oh wait, do I have river sounds? Thank you. What's this? Is that really loud for you?
It
No.
was initially, but I think you're good at the moment.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, not now because we can't hear it.
Oh, not at all.
No.
I hear it. My volume's up pretty high, though.
How's that? Is that bad? Too loud?
Nothing.
I can barely hear it.
All right. If
It's
it's
mild
if you-
whistling.
the thing is, if you don't have headphones on, you'll never hear it. If you have headphones on, you're gonna go deaf immediately. So,
Now I can hear it.
I have headphones. It sounds good to me.
all right.
I have
cool.
headphones, and it sounds all right.
That's okay right now.
There should be ambient sound as well as jungle sound kind of going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to hear it.
Yeah.
You get your vessels onto the water. These aren't made for more than 2 people each, but you're making do. And with the amount of air that Anna was able to put into them, you don't have to worry too much about sinking down to the bottom. The water's clear. However, you can see that a lot of sediment, a lot of leaves, and a lot of just gunk piles up at the bottom of this water. Are any of your characters focused on plant life or animal life or foraging and natural world kind of things?
I think
don't-
my character is actually It's designed to collect specimens.
Roll me with advantage as you
robot.
roll me with advantage as you assess what might live in the water.
I don't have any skills for it, but I do collect a lot of flowers and deal with a lot of animals.
Okay. You can both roll. Osprey, Osprey, you can take advantage with this as well, actually.
Thank
Osprey's looking at the river floor, thinking, "Can I turn those into drugs?"
If you can,
I'm also looking, but I don't know if I have advantage.
I mumble something about gators and then Billy Gator, and I got a 20.
Yeah, I got a 22 actually.
It was a 2 and then a 20.
All right.
I got a 20 and then a 15, whatever.
All right. While you folks are like trying to assess what might like live in the waters, you pool your knowledge and you're like, "Fuck this water. There's definitely some kind of parasite. There are definitely some kind of leeches. And what the hell was that?" You see like kind of like water snakes as you pass, kind of like come out from the side of the banks to investigate what your rafts are, and then kind of like pull back into the water.
Blam.
You find a multicolored flower growing at the edge of the bank. And Osprey, you recognize these as something that Terry often wants. They're the rainbow flowers.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It will be a little tough to grab it if you're going to stay on the raft. Of course, you guys can always stop if you want to, or you can try to grab it on the way while you're passing.
Do we make tea out of it?
All right, we got to get that.
Get me in close. I'll reach for it.
I'll go for it too.
These
Honestly,
scavenger hands are
think
good at picking up flowers.
I think I'm longer than you.
Yeah, Chronic's longer. Just hold on to his belt.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
I'm gonna say Osprey, Crow, and Chronic are on one of these rafts. Zizix, Anna, and Clint are on the other.
I'll let Chronic reach for it. I'll see if Crow can hold on to Chronic, and then I'll counterbalance to make sure the raft doesn't tip.
All right, so you'll be piloting the raft?
Yeah.
Roll me a dice for your piloting skills.
Oh, dope. I'm a great pilot. Luckily, that didn't bite me in the ass. That was a 14.
You get real close to the bank without getting too close. Crow, roll me some kind of strength-related or athletics-related skill if you have any to try to support Chronic as you're hoisting him over the side of the raft.